Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Huskers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. To the air, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mayava. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Bono. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He's going to fire deep. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Nebraska 14, USC 0.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Sanders. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle with Sanders. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Now rolling to the left. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
USC Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Maiava. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. Creates a little space. Turning it on. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Good, solid tackle.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Key. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll go to the counter. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Mayava. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Sanders. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Final play of the quarter coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. They just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple points.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll run the draw. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Trojans are flying down the field.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Past the 45. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Working that wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up-tempo for the offense.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Maiava. Lets it go to the end zone. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Powers through. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
He's looking to throw. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Key.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. He's in open space downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it.